WWE SmackDown shocks the world, Roman Reigns saves CM Punk in epic showdown. Wrestling News CC. Welcome back to Wrestling News CC, your ultimate source for breaking WWE news, jaw-dropping moments, and deep dives into the biggest wrestling storylines. If you love pro wrestling drama and want to stay ahead of all the twists and turns, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment. Alright wrestling fans, hold on to your seats because last night's SmackDown Live delivered what could easily be called one of the most electrifying, emotional, and downright shocking episodes of WWE television we've seen in a long time. Setting the stage. From the moment the show started, the tension was almost palpable. For weeks, WWE has been simmering with a story arc that's been twisting and turning, building toward a collision course nobody saw coming. At the center of it all, CM Punk, the relentless rebel, standing alone, battered, and cornered. And on the other side, Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, the dangerous new faction, driven by the mastermind Paul Heyman. Clips of Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed wreaking havoc on past shows, along with Heyman's sinister grin. Rollins, with his merciless tactics and brutal cunning, has been tearing through Raw and SmackDown like a man possessed, and Bronson Reed's raw power and dominance has added a terrifying muscle to the equation. Heyman. Well, Paul Heyman has been pulling the strings like a true puppet master, fueling chaos, manipulating minds, and orchestrating a campaign to destabilize the very foundation of WWE. CM Punk's fiery promo. But this night belonged to CM Punk. Clip, Punk walking to the ring, crowd buzzing. He walked down the ramp, microphone in hand, with a look on his face that told us this wasn't going to be just another promo. Punk was visibly bruised and worn, the evidence of his battles written across his body. But his eyes burned with fire. The fire of defiance and a hunger to reclaim what he believes is rightfully his. Standing in the ring, surrounded by thousands of fans, Punk launched into a passionate and brutally honest monologue. This wasn't about championships or glory anymore, this was about the soul of WWE. This place, he said, used to be about passion. About guts. About fighting for every inch. But now? Now it's about manipulation. About alliances built on betrayal. And I'm done being the victim. Rollins and Reed's brutal interruption. Before Punk could finish, the arena was pierced by the infamous music of Seth Rollins. Clip, Seth Rollins' entrance. Rollins strutted down with that cocky grin, fully confident, and right behind him, the giant Bronson Reed, a human mountain radiating menace. The crowd erupted in a mix of boos and anticipation, knowing that the storm was about to hit full force. Rollins didn't waste a second, launching into a vicious assault on Punk. A brutal beatdown that seemed designed to end the fight right there in the ring. The big dog's explosive return. And then, the moment nobody expected. Cut to, Roman Reigns' music hits. The arena erupted in a deafening roar as the unmistakable theme of Roman Reigns blasted through the speakers. The big dog appeared, eyes blazing with fury, and he charged down the ramp like a man on a mission. Reigns threw himself into the fray with relentless force, taking out both Rollins and Reed. The crowd went wild. Paul Heyman, usually so composed, was left utterly speechless, caught off guard by the Savior's arrival. Analysis: what this means for WWE. This moment changes everything. Roman Reigns, who has long ruled WWE as the tribal chief, stepping in to protect CM Punk is more than just a surprise ally move, it signals a seismic shift in the power dynamics of WWE. Is this the beginning of a new alliance? A truce? Or something even bigger brewing behind the scenes? Wrestling News CC has been digging into backstage whispers and sources, and the buzz is off the charts. Breakdown of key moments. The tension in Punk's promo, every word dripping with frustration, exhaustion, but also a spark of hope. Rollins and Reed's ruthlessness, no one has shown this level of merciless aggression in recent weeks. Paul Heyman's reaction, caught without a backup plan. Roman Reigns' entrance, the big dogs return to SmackDown in the biggest way possible. Fan reactions. Cut to, clips of fans at the arena, Twitter screenshots, YouTube comments. The WWE Universe is still buzzing. Fans are calling this one of the best nights in SmackDown history, with hashtags trending worldwide. Social media exploded with praise for the storytelling and the raw emotion on display. Alright, wrestling fans, now that we've recapped the breathtaking night, it's time to dig into the aftermath. The ripples this shocking segment is sending through the WWE landscape and what it means for the characters involved, the storylines ahead, and the WWE Universe at large. The aftermath, Punk and Reigns, friends or foes? When Roman Reigns stormed into the ring and saved CM Punk, it wasn't just a dramatic rescue, it was a statement. But what does it really mean? Is Roman Reigns extending an olive branch to Punk? Or is this a tactical move to leverage Punk's firepower in a larger war against Rollins and his faction? Clip, Roman Reigns and CM Punk standing face to face, intensity in their eyes. We've seen Reigns operate with calculated precision, rarely acting without a master plan. Helping Punk could be the start of an alliance rooted in mutual respect and a shared enemy. But with Reigns' reputation for dominance and control, this partnership may be more complicated than it seems. Paul Heyman's role, puppet master or losing control? Paul Heyman, often described as WWE's greatest strategist, seemed caught off guard last night. Clip, Heyman's stunned reaction ringside. This moment exposed a rare crack in his armor. Has Heyman underestimated the resilience of Punk and the wrath of Reigns combined? Or is this part of a deeper scheme to draw out Punk and Reigns into a conflict Heyman can ultimately control? Sources close to WWE suggest Heyman may be planning a counterattack, possibly recruiting more allies for Rollins and Reed or exploiting backstage politics to regain his grip on power. Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, the dominant force. Let's not forget Rollins and Reed. Their assault on Punk was vicious and showed that they're willing to do whatever it takes to dominate. Clip, Rollins mocking Punk during the beatdown. Rollins has been playing the villain to perfection, blending arrogance with menace, while Bronson Reed's raw power has been an unstoppable force. If this faction wants to maintain their grip on WWE, they'll need to respond to Roman Reigns' intervention, and that sets the stage for some colossal battles ahead. Fan reactions and social media explosion. The WWE Universe was absolutely electric last night. From Twitter to Reddit, fans are dissecting every moment, every look, every word. Show, Twitter posts and fan reactions on screen. One common theme. Shock and awe at Reigns' return to SmackDown in such a dramatic fashion. Another. Excitement about a potential alliance or showdown between these mega stars. The buzz is huge, and it's clear this storyline has captured the imagination of fans worldwide. Future scenarios, what can we expect? Here's where it gets really interesting. Possible future storylines. Roman Reigns and CM Punk alliance. Could these two powerhouse personalities form a dominant duo, taking down Rollins, Reed, and Heyman's faction? Imagine the promos, the confrontations, the matches. WWE could be gearing up for a mega tag team saga that culminates at the next pay-per-view. Rollins counterattack, don't count Rollins and Reed out. Their aggression suggests they won't back down. We might see Rollins recruiting new members or even triggering a massive faction war. Heyman's hidden agenda, Paul Heyman is always 3 steps ahead. Could he have a secret plan to pit Reigns and Punk against each other down the line? A betrayal? Or perhaps a shocking twist where Heyman reveals a new player to tip the scales? Exclusive backstage insights. Our sources reveal that backstage, tensions are running high. Wrestlers are buzzing about the implications of Reigns' unexpected return to SmackDown, especially since his presence has often been tied to power struggles within WWE's hierarchy. There's also talk that Vince McMahon and WWE Creative are heavily invested in building a long-term storyline out of this. They see huge potential in spotlighting Punk's fight for redemption alongside Reigns' quest for undisputed dominance. What this means for WWE fans. This moment isn't just another plot twist, it's a turning point. For fans, it promises weeks, maybe months, of incredible storytelling, fierce rivalries, and unforgettable matches. For WWE itself, it's a chance to reignite excitement and deliver that unpredictable drama fans crave. So what do you think? Are Roman Reigns and CM Punk destined to become allies? Will Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed regroup for a violent comeback? How will Paul Heyman adapt to this seismic shift? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your theories and predictions. If you enjoyed this in-depth breakdown and want to stay on top of every WWE shock and surprise, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Wrestling News CC, and ring that bell so you never miss an update. We'll be back soon with more exclusive analysis, backstage rumors, and everything WWE. Until then, thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of wrestling, the story is always evolving. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.